Sultan Mahmoud and the Poor Kid. In the name of God. One sunny morning, Sultan Mahmoud, a powerful and wise king who ruled the Persian Empire, went on a hunt with some of his companions when the sky suddenly got dark and it began to rain heavily. He lost track of everyone and chose to return to his palace. On his way back home, he happened to see a poor boy fishing by the river. He slowed down and stopped his horse somewhere near him. He smiled at the boy and said hello. The boy raised his head and greeted him gently. There was something in his eyes which drew Sultan Mahmud's attention. He could see a trace of loneliness in his eyes. Sultan Mahmud started talking to the boy and asked him various questions. When he asked the boy about his family, he learned that the boy's father had passed away many years ago. The boy also told Sultan Mahmud that he had 6 siblings to support, as he was the eldest child. Sultan Mahmud told the boy that he was a good fisherman and that he wanted to be the kid's fishing partner. In response, the child agreed to have Sultan Mahmud as his partner, provided that they divided the fish they caught equally. Sultan Mahmud caught a lot of fish that day. "You sure are lucky," the boy shouted with joy. "I've never caught that many fish in my life." Sultan Mahmud gave the boy a big smile and said that the boy was much luckier than him. When the boy offered him half of the fish, Sultan Mahmud told him that he would take his share of fish the next day. The following day, Sultan Mahmud sent one of his men to fetch the boy to the palace. The boy's eyes became as big as saucers when he stepped into the palace. He was looking at the countless mirrors all around the palace when Sultan Mahmud came to welcome him. Only then did the boy realize who he was fishing with. The boy was so ashamed of how he had spoken to Sultan Mahmud the day before. The poor boy was about to say something to apologize when the Sultan kindly interrupted him and said that an apology was not necessary. "We're partners, aren't we?" Sultan Mahmud said to the boy. Sultan Mahmud gave half of everything he owned to the boy. The boy was amazed. He couldn't believe his luck. He was now the richest person in the country. "The boy doesn't deserve your friendship and kindness. He has nothing in the world," his close companions said. Sultan Mahmud responded, "Since we're partners, we should divide everything we have." The boy was so grateful, but he couldn't find the words to thank the Sultan. He thanked God all the time and never forgot the Sultan's kindness. Years later, someone asked the boy, who was now older, how he had become so wealthy and attained perfection. With a smile, he humbly replied, "It's a simple story. I was always poor and sad until I met the King of Affection, whose presence changed my destiny in life forever."